This tutorial is going to walk through the Key Features Expansion application. This is one of our builder tools. To use the builder tools, you'll always want to go through the foundational architecture tools here at the top, and you can always quickly understand those by filtering there. All 5 of these are typically very, very helpful when creating any of the key features elements. So as we look into the builder tools, I always put this one first in the top left because this is very, very useful when you're building out any of the collateral elements like the presentation or the web page. What's nice is if we go through the foundational tools, the way that this form gets filled out is very, very fast. You'll see that all of the forms are going to have the memory button. So I'm going to identify the brand name as Luvs. I'm going to pull in the features of focus. These are the elements that were highlighted and that we pressure tested. Now I can always change these or add to these. It's important to know that the application will handle 8 features at a time because it's a pretty large model. Every feature that you use is going to use 5 credits. It's also going to ask for the unique value proposition that was discovered in the feature and saturation. Here's our communication platform. This is where these applications get very powerful. You can see how much data the system's going to be using when it's writing content. This is all important insights that come from the customer insights and the market trends analysis. And because I went through the mood board creation, I do have this element within the visual language already written. So this already is a nice copywritten explanation of the visual language for my brand. So once I'm ready with those, I'm going to hit submit, and then the elements that we're going to build out will be the elements that were right here in the features of focus. So whatever you put in here are going to be the things that you fill out. So think through that when you're writing those titles. It'll ask me which one of these I want to focus on first. So let's start with the vertically integrated operation. Once I pick that, it's going to ask me to create a brief description. Now this does not have to be copywriting. This can be rough. It can have periods, commas, etc. You can write 5 sentences. You can write 1 sentence. I'll give you an example. So because we're a vertically integrated operation, I'm going to explain that we manage the quality of our product from harvest all the way through the manufacturing, all the way till it arrives on somebody's door. We manage the quality of our fava bean ingredients from planting and harvest all the way through manufacturing until it arrives on your lunch table. Once that gets submitted, that's when the development of the content is going to start. And it's going to write content in a few different ways. It's going to write it, it's going to give me headlines, it's going to give me marketing copy, it's going to give me sales training language. It's also going to design value propositions for each constituent that I have in my communication platform. It's also looking for insights in the market that make my value proposition relevant. So rather than just elaborating on the description I've created, it's going to actually pull in data and insights from reports that are out in the market that give credibility to this value proposition. So it's a market endorsed value. It's also going to create some visual assets to back this up. Now, these visual assets aren't necessarily the things that are going to be used in my website visuals. Sometimes they can be. Give me an example. So this is going to be a build off of the mood board. It's going to have the puffs. It's going to have the fact that it's vertically integrated. This is all going to be generated based on the description of that visual language. And it'll, again, because this is a lot of content, you'll always see these read buttons. This will allow you to hear what the value propositions sound like. And then this is what it gives me. It's going to give me 5 different headline options that can be used for any marketing collateral. And when this is also integrated into some of the collateral builders, it'll dynamically choose what the most appropriate headline should be for the content. Here's the sales and marketing copy up here. And what's integrated into here, I always kind of cite the sources. So it's going to say that a recent survey indicated that 70% of consumers in healthy snack market are willing to pay a premium for products in the transparent sourcing practices. So those elements are built into the credibility here. The unique advantage is a description of why us versus them. So why can Yum Luvs uniquely deliver on this versus the competitors? And you can also see that I have value propositions for parents with young children, retail category buyers, and a healthy enthusiast under 30. That's because the system knows and is pulling in insights from the communication platform, so it knows what to do next. So you can keep on doing this for all of your features. I can select this one. It's going to highlight or ask me for a description, and then it'll build it out from there.